welcome to Ratchaburi. This means land of the king. And there's quite a few cool things to see here, but we're just going to do one. I really like keeping these videos nice and short. And we'll take a look at the big picture so you can see where this is located. This road was very enjoyable. This was one of the funner roads I've ridden on this trip, so I had a great time getting it a little bit through these twisties. Even though this isn't a sport bike, and let's say it's much slower than something like a Ninja, which has a lot more horsepower, let me tell you, this is just as fun. That we have a saying in motorcycling, it's more fun to ride a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow, and I really like pushing this bike to the limit. It's a lot of fun. When I was looking at buying a motorcycle, I rented a Ninja, a Kawasaki Ninja, for a week, because I wanted to make sure, because that was the one I was going to get. I was going to get a sport bike because it's something I'd always wanted and never had. But after riding it for a week, I realized, no, I don't want all that horsepower. I found on that Ninja, I was going so fast all the time, I was constantly stuck behind slower traffic. So for me, it was kind of a frustrating experience. A bike like this is perfect for Thailand. You can still get plenty of speed for these roads. Also, the riding position, the sound of the engine, I mean, it gives you a nice little backfire pop occasionally, and just the whole aesthetic of it is it's just a more enjoyable ride. Not to mention, I can go hours on this motorcycle, and maybe my upper back will get a little sore, but nothing like when I've gone on long journeys on scooters, or even riding that sport bike for 30 minutes would get uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm just really glad I didn't go that sport bike route and that I got this bike. It's really puts you in chill mode when you're riding it. It's a lot of fun. Up here to the left, you'll see a not uncommon sight, a big truck full of coconuts. And if you remember, the previous province is known for their coconut production. Like 40% of the farms in that province were coconut farms. And so I'd imagine those coconuts might be coming from that province. And up here to the left, we're going to pull into the Damnoen Floating Market. I hope I pronounced that right. I look up the pronunciation for the provinces, but I'm not going to look up the pronunciation for everything. My Thai is enough where I think I get the pronunciation kind of close. I may be wrong. If you're Thai and watching this, feel free to correct me. So there's a nice lady up ahead that's going to wave me into the parking spot, and she would also be my paddle boat driver for the day. Well, this was a rather lengthy boat ride, so I'm going to speed it up in a little bit, but I'll briefly talk about these markets. So the cool thing about these markets is it gives you some insight, or a look at the way things used to be done in Thailand. Of course, these things now, this is just a tourist attraction. I don't think there are some legit floating markets out there, but they're pretty rare these days. But I think before they were probably pretty common here in Thailand. So it's cool to take a little glimpse into the past. Yeah, I'll take some mango. Mango, yeah. Okay. And how it works in these floating markets is if you see something you like I saw that mango and wanted to have some mango, you just wave the boat over and they paddle on over and they sell you their wares. And these boats, they have different products. Some of them might have coconut ice cream. Another one might have noodles on it. Also, along the canals, there are stalls that are predominantly trinkets and things like that. But you'll see some interesting things in the stalls along the way, especially the artwork. I saw some really good artwork. Obviously, I'm not going to put a painting on the back of my motorcycle, but yeah, let's take a look at the kind of artwork they're selling right along the canals here. All right, let's snap another piece of the puzzle into place.